Good morning, everyone. We are going to do a garden update, and I'm going to do the intro now before I get all sweaty. And no one wants to see that, but we have a lot of stuff that we get to harvest, but more so a lot of stuff that's going to be ready to harvest. So I'm really excited to bring you along. The weather has been so hit and miss that I've been so worried about whether the garden's going to produce or not. But by the looks of it, it's going to be a good year. It's going to be a really good year. So let's go look. Okay, so to start, we have all of the herbs. This is the bee balm and the marshmallow. Everything, oh, that's part of it. Everything's looking really good. This last week actually looked completely dead because it had gotten dried out from no rain and just really high heat. Hadn't been able to get down here as often as I normally do because gas prices. What else needs to be said? But it came right back to life as soon as I watered it. And then we have some basil that's going to need to be harvested. I will say, I dried some of the lime basil. That's what this is. It is marvelous. Thai basil. And then here is the lemon balm where you can see some of it died off, but a lot of it came right back. The oregano's coming back. I did a big pruning harvest on them. The basil looks amazing. So I did a pruning on the basil and like cut off the tips here, and it came back so nice. Highly recommend doing that. You can't even tell I took anything off of anything in here. It's all doing great. So we have the thyme, different types of thyme. We have the sage, rosemary. This is marjoram. This is marjoram. And then this is that orange thyme, which I haven't harvested yet because it's so little. I more or less want it to just come back next year full force. I don't want to have to buy seeds for it again. And I'm not going to be doing anything to these. So a lot of these are going to self-seed and then come back. Or they're just perennials. You can see where I took big harvest off of parsley, chives, more oregano, and then we have the dill. All this, we have some new growth. I'm not looking for a big growth to come back. I took a lot. The pineapple sage, which just looks amazing. I'm waiting for the flowers that are supposed to come on it. Haven't got any flowers yet, but there she be. And now let's look at the garden. Okay, so right off the bat, we have some cucumbers, which I've already harvested a couple once, and they are absolutely delicious. I can't remember which variety I had started from seed, but definitely going to be doing it again. And you can see we already have maybe, come on, little babies, bunch of blooms. And then here we have scallop squash. So this is ready. And you can see all the blooms on it too. We have another cucumber plant. And again, like, these are just, they're so good. And there's so many blooms. I'm just, little cucumber, just waiting. Woohoo! You're ready. That's a little overdone. But that's okay. We will still eat it. Little baby cucumber. This is a zucchini or squash, and it has a ton of blooms, nothing yet. Same with this one. This one I just got this beautiful zucchini off of, and that is probably going to be dinner tonight. I've been eyeing this bad boy, and he was ready. And then another squash or zucchini that a lot of blooms, but nothing quite yet, and I need to weed. It got tilled, but nothing's been weeded yet. We have green beans that are going to need to be harvested, and then up there are onions in that little weed bed, and those are going to need to be harvested as well. And then down here, I planted here and this row pole beans, and you can see some of them are coming up. I did not soak them beforehand, so not as many came up as I had planted, but we still have a lot coming up. These, I must say, are my prides and joys, because I have never successfully, I still haven't grown fruit or vegetables, but I have never successfully kept winter squash or melons alive this long. So I think we need to take a moment and just appreciate that. But these are all winter squash, pumpkin, and then we have a baby melon. Look at that. Oh, that's exciting. I definitely have never grown a baby melon. We have 2 baby melons. Guys, we may actually get some melons this year. Oh, I'm so excited. So, like I said, need to be... Oh, there's a third one. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. But I'm really, really happy. If you didn't notice, a lot of blooms there. And then here's my other melon. See if we got anything. We have blooms. Oh, yep. There's another baby. Oh my goodness, you guys. Can't... Oh, I cannot contain this excitement. Cannot. These are the loofahs. They are doing excellent. Let's see what we got over here. I think this one, I think I remember what this one is. I think it's the bitter melon. It's the one that I was given the seed. I'm not sure what I will do with it, but it was free. These are all winter squash and pumpkin. I don't see anything on them yet though. Just blooms, which is a good sign of a lot of bloomage, but no little pumpkins or anything yet that I can see. And then all these are the tomatoes. They haven't turned red yet, but we are just loaded down with tomatoes. Nice big green tomato. I may actually get that one to fry. So, these are the German queens, I believe. So just absolutely wonderful looking. I do need to do some pruning down here where we have some yellowing, but that's fine. Tons. Or there aren't any red ones yet, but we have tons of green ones. Pretty much everything has green tomatoes on it. So we have this variety, those, my plum type tomatoes, paste tomatoes, they're all doing great. A lot of bunching there. All my German queens are loaded down. I did do some staking, but as you can see, we need to stake some more. Cannot wait to try that variety. Remember, I buried the stuff, so we shall see what those are. And then I wanted to show you, this tomato plant is a spoon tomato. So it's a Baker Creek variety. They don't get any bigger than that. And it is just loaded. And then here we have my brought back from the dead eggplant. And this is the Melons variety, also Baker Creek. And it is absolutely loaded. And this one is the same variety, also loaded. These, I don't think, you can't even see them. I don't think they're going to do anything. They came back, but that's about all they did. Now my peppers, really got to get in here. I have little trees growing. Peppers are doing good. This is the albino bullnose, and they grow upside down like Tabasco. So these, definitely plucking that one, but I gave them a week because I wasn't sure how big they got, but they haven't grown any more in a week, so I'm gonna go ahead and pluck them. This is green pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and pluck this green pepper for dinner. And then here we have the Liza peppers, which there's one, if you can see it. There's one of them. That's a sweet pepper. And then we have some hot peppers growing. Let's see back this way a little more. We have chili peppers. We have some jalapenos that are finally, where you at? Finally doing something. Actually, that isn't a jalapeno. What are you? You are pepperoncinis. Sweet. So we have pepperoncinis. And then more green beans. Carrot bed is there. And then all that I'm going to pull out and do something else with. But I wanted to tell you guys that next week, I think, is when it will arrive. I am getting something new for my garden, and I am super excited about it. It was definitely not planned, but the opportunity arose, and so I get to share it with you guys. But all I'm going to tell you, it's going to go right here in the front, and it's going to have to do with fall crop. I'm so excited. Never in my life did I think I would be getting this item, but here we are. So I hope you enjoyed this little update. I hope you stick around on my channel. If you have not subscribed, I do tons of gardening, canning, preserving, drying, DIY, frugal, meals galore, all different types of recipes, bread making, fresh milled bread. If you like any of those things or want to learn about any of those things, you can learn them right along with me. I am by no means an expert, but I love doing it, and I love sharing what I do. So I will see you all on my next video. Thanks for watching, guys.